ジョジョの奇妙な冒険、アイズ・オブ・ヘブン。
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 奇妙な冒険が始まったまえ。さあ、旅に出かけるとしよう。 私の名はダービー DARBY。 D の上にダッシュがつく。 OK。 Open the game。Go ahead! Good. ここは様子見で。コールだ。だろうと舐めてかかってはいけないという教訓として反省することにしよう。グッド。ここは様子見で。コールだ。勝負。無駄だ。ネクストゲームだ。さて私はレイズだ。グッド。ミカ様を見破るとは見くびっていたようだ。Go ahead! さて私はコールだ。グッド。勝負。ワンペア。ネクストゲームだ。グッド。さて私はコールだ。 ゲッダ。さて私はコールだ。勝負なんだ。ネクストゲームだ。さて私はコールだ。ゲッダ。戦士だ。さて私はコールだ。ゲッダ。勝負ワンペア。くそー。
ジョリーンの魂が戻ったか。てめえの負けだぜダービ
ー。お見事。私はお前の娘の魂を奪い、お前はそれを取り返した。これでイーブンだな。
寝ぼけたこと言ってんじゃねえ。このまま無事に帰れると思っているのか。
無論帰るとも。今までだって何人もの敵に逃げられただろう。
てめえ
ジョー太郎、今の私は実に気分がいい。お前が以前と変わらず強者であると確認できたのだから。だから一つだけ忠告をしてやろう。あのお方と出会ったのなら絶対に戦うな。あのお方の能力に太刀打ちすることなど絶対にできない。
真実の上書きってやつか。
ほう、あのお方のスタンドの秘密を知っているのか。いや、言葉だけで真の意味までは理解できていないと考えるべきかな。もし戦えばお前は魂さえも残さずにこの世から消し去られてしまうだろう。この世に存在しないという真実に上書きされてな。私はお前の魂を抜き取ってコレクションに加えたい。だから忠告してやるのだ。ではまたお目にかかれることを期待するよ。
私あれ賭けに負けて。
やれやれ。しかし真実の上書きか。どんな能力なのか見当もつかねえぜ。
So that was the end of part 6, but I'm continuing on to part 7. I think I'll end it off with part 7, or I might end part 7 halfway in. Yeah, I might not complete all of part 7 because I gotta jump on Warframe in an hour from now. So I'll be on Warframe an hour from now. I don't think I'll be able to finish part 7 in an hour, so I'll do that right now.
Steel Ball Run。
1890年アメリカ、人類史上初の乗馬による北米大陸横断レース、スティールボールランレースが開催された。車椅子の青年ジョニー・ジョースターは鉄球を操るジャイロ・ツェペリと共にレースに参加した。だがレースの真の主催者であるファニー・バレンタイン大統領の目的は北米大陸に散らばる聖なる遺体を集めることにあった。2人は遺体を狙う刺客たちを撃退しながらレースを続けるが、エースステージにおいて総取りを目論むバレンタインの強手によりジャイロが倒れる。しかし追い詰められたジョニーは友の残した鉄球を利用し起死回生の一撃を放つのだった。
ジョースケいない。僕一人だ。どこだろうここは。海のようだけれど。あっ、最後に来る。きっともう一度。バレンタインは君はそこで何をしてる？誰かは知らないがこっちへ来るな。僕に近づくな。やめろ。もうその無限の回転。今の私にはもはや無意味だ。何？バカだ。手応えはあった。完全なる黄金の回転エネルギーは奴に命中したはず。それなのに無限の回転が消えてる。私たちの戦いにもはや勝者はいない。横槍が入った。だがお前の爪弾なら奴を倒せる可能性がある。忌々しいことだが今となってはそれにかけるしかない。横槍？奴だと？何を言ってるんだ。お前はジョナサン・ジョースターだな。ジョナサン、お前がこの世界の この時代にやってきたということは、聖なる遺体集めは順調ということか。そのまま遺体を集め続けろ。全て揃ったその時こそ本当の戦いになる。
消えた。僕を始末しようとあんなに躍起になっていたのに。さっきまでそこにあった遺体がない。遺体が消えてる。何を。スローダンサーのバレンタイン大統領につけられた傷が回復した。傷があと少し深かったら波紋でも治せなかった。でももう大丈夫だ。ところで君の言う遺体というのはひょっとしてこれかい。それはそれだ。よこせ。盗んだのか。他の部位はどこにあった。いや、よく考えるとあんたはずっとこっち側にいた。聖なる遺体に近寄ることさえしなかった。盗んだってのは僕の勘違いだ。僕はジョニー、あんたはジョナサンというのか。なぜここに。それはというわけで異変のことを感じ取った聖なる遺体が僕や仲間たちのいる時代に出現したんだ。それで遺体と仲間を集めるために光の日々を通ってここへやってきた。でも聖なる遺体が本来はこの時代のものだったなんてちょっと信じられないほど荒唐無稽な話だな。でもあんたが聖なる遺体の部位を持って現れたのは事実。それにスローダンサー、僕には聖なる遺体が必要だ。分かった、ジョナサン。僕はあんたと一緒に行くよ。
So, if you don't know the story of Johnny Joestar, he's crippled. That's why he rides on a horse all the time. He can't use his legs. That's why he's always using the horse. He can't stand up. He's been crippled when he was young. And someone told him that it doesn't matter if you're crippled. To ride, you don't need to have legs in order to ride a horse. The horse can be your legs. And so a horse has been his legs his entire life. And so he decided to get inside of a derby and ride in derbies and start to win derbies a lot. Eventually, he got the attention of President Valentine, but President Valentine turned out to be evil. But before that, he had to fight someone like another version of Dio as well. So in this world, Dio wasn't the main bad guy. President Valentine was the main bad guy, even though Dio was in this world as well, but a different version of Dio. But that's Johnny's story in a nutshell. Like, yeah, he was crippled, and he met Dio. Then he got this crazy powers, stand powers, and then he was able to use it with relations to his horse, and his friends got killed, his horse got killed, but he was able to finish off Valentine in that place that you just saw. It's not 100% accurate like the manga, but in the end, he was able to defeat him. Of course, there's a little extra content at the end of that manga to show what happens thereafter, but I'm not going to state that. Because Johnny's story is not as good as the other JoJo Bizarre Story mangas. But it is interesting. It's just that it's not that good like Josuke's one or Jotaro's one or even Jolene's one. Well, it might be on par with Jolene's, to be honest with you. But Jorna's one, Josuke's one, Jotaro's one, and even I would say Jonathan's one was better than Johnny's story. I think the weakest story out of all the JoJo Bizarre Adventures is probably the last two stories, Part 7 and Part 8. With Part 6 being Jolene's story, Stone Ocean, was just a slightly better, simply because Dio was also in it, and Pucci was extremely strong towards the end, plus the ending of Part 6 was one of the best endings in all of Jotaro's history, or all of JoJo Bizarre's history. Probably the best ending. Because they, obviously, for spoilers, I won't say what happened, but, you know, they're still alive, but are they really still alive? That's all I could say. And I think I spoke on the fact of Part 8 story as well, that it's a weird, Part 8 was influenced by what happened in Part 6. And Part 8 has to do with Josuke, but it's not technically not Josuke at all. So everything JoJo Bizarre is, as it's stated, bizarre. It's very strange.
見覚えがあるぞ、この村。レースで通ったロッキー山脈の麓の村だ。この近くに聖なる遺体があるのか。あれは大きな音を立ててはいけない。ディエゴの能力だ。村人たちが恐竜に変えられてしまっている。でも信じられない。これが異変なのか。ニュージャージーの線路のところで死んだはずだ。ディエゴが死んだところを確かにこの目で見た。今ディエゴと言ったのか。ディエゴ・ブランド、知ってるのか。前に会ったことがある。ディエゴは異変側について聖なる遺体を集めようとしていた。そうか、ディエゴも恐竜を使って遺体を探してるんだ。くそ、奴よりも早く遺体を見つけなくては。行こう。
なぜここにいる。ジョニー、ジョナサン、
ディエゴ。お前こそなぜ生きてる。バレンタインに敗北して死んだくせに。
だが結局は同じことだ。お前らが解体されて地べたにぶちまけられるってことはな。
一斉に襲ってくるぞ。波紋の連打で迎え撃ってやる。オープンだけ切り開いてやる。穴に攻撃をする。穴に攻撃をする。穴に攻撃をする。恐竜こそ史上最高のモンスターだ。こんな古代生物がいたなんて。穴に攻撃をする。自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。穴に攻撃をする。穴に攻撃をする。お前の爪なんなど通用しない。クソ
にはどんな抵抗も無駄。
Yeah, it's a little difficult to use Johnny because all his setups are completely different from all the other people. I'm gonna try again. I just gotta remember not to press R1 because then he jumps off his horse, and I don't want that. But then sometimes I really do. Yeah, Johnny's ability is terrible, man. It's just trying to use his powers is terrible. I mean, it doesn't even matter that I got an A. His moveset is terrible.
JoJo、俺たちの因縁の糸はよほど強固に結ばれているらしい。この世界でもおい、俺はジョジョを抹殺せねばならん。それが我が宿命。お前は馬に乗った男を片付けろ。後から来て勝手なことを言う男だな。だが利害の一致ってやつだ。俺はジョニーを始末したい。
ジョニー、気をつけろ。あの男は吸血鬼だ。恐竜に吸血鬼、何でもありだな。皮肉、なんという奇妙な運命。決着をつける権利は僕にだけある。 こで決着をつけてやる。人知を超えた怪物コンビ、奴らを近づかせてはいけない。ジョニー・ジョースターは俺にとって最大の試練。行くぞジョジョ。オープンだけ。自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。穴が攻撃をする。忍者モンキーなんだよ。自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。穴が攻撃をする。何？まだ大丈夫だ。こんなに素晴らしい力を手に入れたぞ。モンキーなんだよ。こんなに素晴らしい力を手に入れたぞ。無駄無駄無駄。俺に協力しろ。いいだろう。素晴らしい力を手に入れたぞ。傷は浅い。シルバーバレット。スケアリーモンスター。踊る。耐えてみせる。ヘテ。無理だ。ヘテ。恐竜ども。まさか。このディオが。この俺が負けるな。このディオのために最後まで戦う。を頼む。ああ、続いてくれ。せい。すりゃー。サンライトイエロー。オーバードライブ。このディオ一人で十分なんだよ。いいよ、すごくいい。図に乗るなよ。穴で攻撃をする。そこでやめろ。
こんなに素晴らしい力を手に入れたぞ。
援護を頼む。ああ、続いてくれ。
サンライトイエローオーバードライブ。まさかこのディオが。いいよ、すごくいい。こんなに素晴らしいこんなに素晴らしい
あの二人から底知れぬ悪意を爪弾を食らえ、怪物ども。やっぱり多少ヤバいな、お前の爪弾。うかつにあまりそばへ近づけないか。そのエネルギーは危険だ。あってはならない能力。試練は克服して必ず殺す。ジョジョ！このディオ、貴様の精神の爆発力認めよう。貴様の身につけた波紋、素晴らしいものがあったことも認めよう。なおさらのこと、貴様を惨殺してやりたくなったぞ。また消えた。あの男はバレンタイン。もはや言うまでもないことだろうが、念のために言っておく。これは私の能力とは違う。ジャイロ！
あのお方を狙うテロリストはよ、今ここで完膚なきまでにぶっ潰す。
そんな、こんなことが。死んだはずのジャイロが。
いいかジョニー・ジョースター、スタンド能力を限界まで使え。友を救うために必死になってこの私を倒せ。
いう皮肉、なんという奇妙な運命。決着をつける権利は僕にだけある。ジャイロがバレンタインと一緒に襲ってくるなんて。ジョニー、戦わなくてはならない。心を強く持つんだ。
お前の可能性を見極めさせてもらう。ジョニー・ジョースター、行くぜテロリストども。オープンだけ。
攻撃をする。なっ
手に入れたぜ。
攻撃をする。
正当なる防衛だ。アップセイク。ついてこい。任せろ。ついてこい。任せろ。
援護を頼む。ああ、続いてくれ。
スリャーサンライトイエローオーバードライブ。
攻撃をすごくいい。
もう後には引けねえ。アルテリー、自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。鉄球の
攻撃をする。何？援護を頼む。ああ、続いてくれ。
スリャーサンライトイエローオーバードライブ。三滅すべし。
いいよ、すごくいい。まだやれるぜ。なっ自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。攻撃を受けすぎだ。
まだだ。
援護を頼む。ああ、続いてくれ。せいすりゃサンライトイエローオーバードライブ。うわ、食らっちまってるぜ。いいよ、すごくいい。あなた攻撃をスローダウンだ。一発発一発発あなた攻撃をする鉄球の回転。俺は優しくないぜ。一発自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。やめるな。もう後には引けねえ。やめ今わかるぞ。あなた攻撃をする。そこでやめろ。せい。自分の肉体を穴の中に巻き込む。優しくないぜ。何かおかしい。ジャイロ。畜生、やってくれるぜ。ジャイロ、僕のことを覚えていないのか。思い出してくれ。前みたいにくだらない歌やギャグを聞かせてくれ。
ああ、今覚えたぜ。もう忘れねえ。お前さんが心底ムカつく野郎で、今度会ったら絶対に鉄球食らわせてやるってことをよ。
ジャイロ。
ジョニー・ジョースター、お前のスタンドなら先手を取って命中させれば奴に勝てるかもしれない。あるいはもう一人可能性があるとすれば、お前たちと行動を共にしているジョルノ・ジョバーナ、あの少年の能力も奴に届く見込みはある。だが全ては遺体が揃ってからだ。
あのバーレンタインという男、攻撃に殺気がなかった。
Okay, so I'm gonna end it here after this one. What he's saying about Giorno is because Giorno's ability, which is Requiem or Requiem for a Dream, or however you want to call it, Gold Experience Requiem has the ability to cast powers on you so potent that you could basically make you feel that you're living in a reality that doesn't exist, or undo a reality of something that exists, or fix reality. Kind of like how Diavolo have the ability to rewind time, or no, have the ability to speed up time. Gold Requiem Experience has the ability to undo anything in time, or cast an illusion in time on you that's so potent it could make you believe that you're actually living that reality, but it doesn't really exist. You're just stuck in your mind forever. It's like he cast his ability, which is goal experience. Once it becomes potent enough, it has the power to um, make whatever is around him become a reality. Just like Jorno's ability can make something like, say, stone turn into a tree. Um, his goal requiem experience can make whatever is going on in your brain also turn into reality. Or his power is no longer limited to physical objects anymore. So that's why I believe he said Giorno Giovanna is the only one, because I believe Giorno is the only one that can undo any type of reality making. That's why one of the reasons why Giorno is probably the second most powerful stand user of all time, because his ability can, I guess you could say, can either undo time or subdue time by casting illusions on its enemy, or fix a type of reality on an enemy. So if an enemy is dead or is about to die, um, he doesn't really have to kill them. He could just trap them in their own head forever. Where they probably will be dead. Actually, they probably are dead. Their body will be dead, but their mind will go on forever, stuck in their dead body or something like that. Just like what happened to Diavolo. He was technically dead, but he's still not dead because his mind is forever trapped in his Giorno's illusion, which means as long as I guess there's a fraction of Diavolo's existence that's not in his body, that's corporeal, he can always keep that person in their corporeal state, never letting them go to heaven or hell, just trapped there forever. So I think that's one of the reasons why Giorno is one of the most powerful stand users. I think the most powerful of all the stand users might actually be um, the guy in part 8. Of course, I didn't see his final form powers because I haven't finished the manga of part 8. But I believe he's the most powerful of all. If not him, then Giorno would be the second. And I keep thinking to myself, well, maybe Pucci is actually the most powerful because he's able to completely change reality. Like in part 6, Pucci was able to do that. And unlike Kira in part 4, all Kira just did is undo the present. So it's kind of like he time traveled. He went back into the past. So all Kira did was like undo his reality now to go back to reality in the past, or rewrite his reality into a new one. But he didn't change the overall reality. He just changed his or circumstance of the world to go back, and it's kind of like something like what the Noble One has. It's kind of like something what Kira has. But Kira One is more like rewinding time or undoing time so he could get a second chance. Whereas the Noble One's capability is to undo time totally rather than undo a section of time, to undo the whole thing. And it's not like Diavolo's speed up time, and not like Dio's freezing time, or any other stand users, or like Pucci's ability to change reality. It's kind of like a combination of both Pucci's and um, Kira's powers, but theirs is limited. Whereas reality of Pucci's one is he can only do it in his final form. He can't do it regularly, and it's not something that he could undo the entire world. He just it's kind of like change reality to what he wants in the moment, rather than completely do it every single time. It's like trying to do the world, like Dio does the world every single time, says the world, and every time freezes. Well, Bucci can't do that every single time. Kira kind of can do that every time and go back in time, but he would have to set something in order for that to happen. And it's just like a undoing or a rewind in his sense, a rewind of time. Whereas Dervola's speed up of time, Dio's freezing time, and Pucci's kind of like taking out erasing the entire tape and going back and starting from the beginning again, which is not the same as rewinding and then going and stopping at a certain section. It's more like starting over from the beginning again. But Pucci's one only happened towards the end. That's why I never paid attention to Pucci. I believe the Noble Ones and Giorno's powers are almost like what Kira's had at the end of Diamond is Unbreakable, but a little bit different. So Giorno is more potent than Kira's ones, I believe, and I think the Noble One's powers is a little bit more potent than Giorno's is. So that's why they say probably Giorno is the only one that could undo the Noble Man capabilities. It gets very complicated in JoJo. Rewinding time, stopping time, freezing time. Not stopping time, freezing time, speeding up time, cutting out time. So I think that's what Pucci's one was. Pucci's one was cutting out slices of time. It's like watching a video, or like watching a video game, or anything. You could rewind a video. That's whose powers? Oh yeah, rewind the video. That's Kira's one. Or cut out sections of it. That's also Kira's one. Or speed up, which is Diavolo's one, to fast forward to the end of the video. Or to freeze the video, pause the video, which is Dio's one. Or to do something like what Giorno does, to change things in the video, which is kind of like edit things in the video. That's why Giorno's more powerful than most of them, because he could I guess you could say he ignores the speeding up and the rewind of both time. He just undoes things within reality when they need to happen. But that only happens with Gold Requiem experience, not his regular Requiem powers. It's very complicated. It gets very deep. But I believe that's the reason why Giorno is the one that could possibly stop the Great One. Even though I know for a fact that Jotaro has a major part in defeating the Great One. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep using Jotaro all the time.
僕たちを試しているみたいだった。僕の遺体が共鳴してる。近くに聖なる遺体があるんだ。
Yeah, so I'm ending this one right here. I'm gonna jump onto Warframe directly after, probably like 15 minutes from now. The next Warframe is going to be, I believe, I'm not sure. I have to continue on from where I last left off, and where I last left off, I have to see in my arsenal where it is with regards to the set. But in video 11, it should be the 11th showcasing of Warframe abilities. it will probably start in video 11. The high big boys, like the real heavy hitters, like Sarn Prime or Tank Trinity. I mean, I already showed Trinity, but it'll probably be the Sarn and the real heavy hitters, or the real crowd control destroyers, or the ones that are kind of like undying. Well, most of them are undying if you know how to use them, but the real heavy hitters, the real DPS, as well as survival frames like Volt and stuff. So I'll end this now, I'll probably take a break, and then I'll jump back in Warframe in like 10 or 15 minutes.